This is KRP, Ken's Random Podcast.
Welcome to episode 37 of KRP, Ken's Random Podcast. I'm Ken, and I've been told I can be very random. And in today's episode, I'll feature items from the Facebook of the Homer, Alaska Police Department. And here's a little background. My friend and fellow broadcaster Debbie Ray retired, and along with her husband Dave, they moved to Homer, Alaska. Debbie and Dave opened a B&B, and if you'd like to book a reservation with Debbie Ray, you can at airbnb.com, Sunnyside Hideaway in Homer, Alaska. Now here's the first post from the Homer Police Facebook Debbie Ray introduced me to. Kicking off the first real camping weekend of the year, campgrounds are up and running, and for the next 2 days, it'll be a steady stream of land yachts coming south. The adult, slightly carbonated beverages and wobbly pops will flow, and all that comes with that. My question is, what are wobbly pops? And it goes on to say, please enjoy our awesome town safely and responsibly. Also, we're super short-staffed right now, so don't be stupid. And speaking of bears, the police remind their citizens it's been a rough winter for these little guys. There's nothing like getting the boot from mom only to find yourself trying to scratch out a living and then have a rough winter. Now, Mr. Fancy Pants here finds himself a garbage aficionado and has developed a palate for last week's leftovers. Help us help him by keeping your garbage secure and out of reach. And we have another baby moose wandering around the area. I went up the road 2 days ago, which left my car covered in salt. This guy decided my car was his and has spent several hours licking all over my car since I got home. The first chore of the weekend was going to the car wash to get the salt off, so he'll leave my car alone. I'll be back with more random observations in a moment, but first I have to tell you about Anchor.fm. If you haven't heard about Anchor.fm, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. First off, it's free. With Anchor.fm, there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. In addition, Anchor.fm will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple, Pocket Cast, and many more platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Anchor.fm is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor.fm to get started. Do it today.
This is KRP, Ken's Random Podcast.
Continuing with episode 37, based on the writings of the Homer Police Department, how do you know when you work with great people? One of our dispatchers, Jessica, is making a terrible mistake, insert sarcastic face, to go to work for some other agency up the road. She got her supervisor a cake that says, "Sorry for your loss." So what did we do? We got her one that says, "Don't let the door hit you on the way out." Bam! Mic drop. Sounds like old man Winter's going to lay a hurtin' on us this weekend. Peak tide at 2:34 p.m. Saturday and 3:17 p.m. on Sunday. With westerly winds combined with some 20-foot tides, we'd avoid the peak by at least an hour on each side. Your vehicle and insurance companies will thank you. And before you finish that last beer or spark the devil's lettuce, make sure you have a plan to get home safely. Don't be that guy. Folks, let's have an honest conversation here. The new year is upon us, and some of us, as we all know, are going to party like it's 1999. Well, it's not 1999. DUIs are not cheap, and we have zero tolerance for them. You certainly don't want to be calling your significant other from a really nice jail at 0 dark 30 because you had to be that guy and got behind the wheel. Just don't. Don't do it. Don't drive. Just don't. But if you do make that choice, we have Nickelback loaded in all the patrol rigs, and we'll drive extra slow to your concrete motel where you won't be impressing anyone as you arrive to the song Rockstar, which you won't be. Cabs are cheap, and as friendly and sparkling as we are, we'd prefer not to meet tonight. At least not under those circumstances. Please be safe tonight and think about what comes tomorrow. And Homer Police posted a video with this plea for help. Anyone know who Sticky Fingers here is? He allegedly took some items from the gear shed and missed the whole paying thing. Please give us a call. It just ain't right to steal. Allegedly. I love this one. Heidi-ho, cow wranglers. Someone lost their horses in the 2-mile East End Road area. If these look familiar, please give us a call. We're not equipped for rodeo. Update, the owners have been located. Phew, no bustin' broncs today. And there you have it, episode 37 with some humor from Homer. Thanks to the Homer, Alaska Police Department for the show prep and Debbie Ray for introducing me to these fine folks. And thanks for joining me for episode 37 of KRP. If you connected from Facebook, please hit the like button and share the episode with everyone you know. I need the help. KRP, Ken's Random Podcast, is available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Radio Public, and other platforms that let me randomize the entire planet.
This is KRP, Ken's Random Podcast.